Morning, students. Hope you are fine. Okay, let us begin with vocabulary word of the day. Today's word is fungible. Fungible. It is an adjective. It means replaceable. Or interchangeable. Replaceable or interchangeable. For example, the goods are fungible. The goods are fungible. This is a word of the day. Take down this and grammar tips. Difference between resume and resume. Resume and resume. See, usually our boys are confused with these two words because in spelling they look similar, but you can find a small bar over here, a stress mark, and another one is resume. See, resume, it is noun. Resume is verb. See, I have been telling you that whenever you refer a word in a dictionary, learn with its part of speech. Learn with its past part of speech and with preposition. Okay. What does it mean? Usually you may find these words in an advertisement. Please submit your resume. Resume. It seems. But since it is a noun, you have to pronounce like a resume. And usually they want to put a stress mark over E. But you have to understand, if it is noun, you have to pronounce like a resume, not resume. And see, the verb is to continue. The meaning is to continue. For example, the meaning is to continue. And the meaning of noun is it is a document. The meaning is document which have all the details about a candidate. Resume means to continue. When it is verb, you have to pronounce like resume. For example, after a strike, the workers resume their work. See the difference. Kindly submit or please submit your resume. Spelling is same, R-E-S-U-M-E. And resume, to continue. After a strike, the workers resume their work. They started working. They start working. This is today's grammar session. That is a difference between resume and resume. Resume and resume. And usually I tell my boys that your resume is your advertisement. Your resume is your advertisement. What does it mean? Because we call this document with different names. Resume or CV. What does it mean? CV. What do you mean by CV? CV means curriculum vitae. Curriculum vitae. And sometimes profile, personal profile or profile. And we also call it as biodata. These are all the documents which contains your detail. See, usually when you prepare this, when you apply for a job, you prepare this document. See, it is you must remember that your resume is your advertisement. Your resume is your advertisement, because you are also like a product in the market. You are also a product, and people hire you. People hire you, right? What do you mean by that? For what you are attending an interview to get a job, and your boss is hiring you. Your boss is hiring you. When you purchase something, how can you know that that particular product is available in the market? Through advertisement. Through advertisement. When I say advertisement, you must know that today we are going to discuss elaborately on a term, advertisement. Okay. So your advertisement, each and every student is a product. And you are joining a job means your boss is hiring you. How he would hiring you? By what? By looking at your resume. That is your entry point. See, remember one thing, your interview begins when your resume reaches the desk of your boss. That means that actually you are not physically, that is you present yourself, but in the format, in the form of paper, in the form of document, you present that. By simply, by looking at your resume, they assess your personality, your thinking, right? Your intention, what type of man you are, everything, that is 50% of your interview is over before you physically present that. So resume is a very essential document about yourself, which should present you, which should tell about you completely. So for every product needs a document, that is advertisement. You too need an advertisement, and your advertisement is resume, your resume, or your CV, that is curriculum vitae and profile and biodata, but the difference is there. Of course, there is a difference between resume and curriculum vitae. That's a separate thing we shall discuss in separate class. So, but remember one thing, your advertisement is your resume. Okay. Now, that is today's, our essay topic is uses and abuses of advertisements. Uses and abuses of advertisement. When I say advertisement, plethora of advertisement comes to your mind. See, now your complete day, from dawn to dusk, from morning to evening, our life decides by the advertisement around us. Isn't it? Do you agree with me or not? Right? You can post your comments. From your morning, the first, when you woke up from bed, your life begins with toothpaste. Who decides your toothpaste? I am talking that is about the modern age, the age that we are living in. The traditional periods, those days were very different. That we shall discuss later. Now let us see that which paste you select. Immediately that is two advertisement comes to your mind. Right? What? Has your paste salt in it? Some actors jump from the sky and she stands before you and she would ask you, Unga paste la uppu irka? Pepsodent, Closer, Colgate, all that is types of paste comes to your mind, and we shall select Closer. And usually, youngsters select Closer because they would say that you may develop confidence. How far it is authentic, I don't know. You may know. So your morning paste till you go to bed, you are fixing a mosquito repellent. Who decides? Your advertisement tells you that which is the best mosquito repellent, you are using it. But how far it is healthy or not, we shall discuss later. So from morning paste till night, see all the products which you are purchasing, all the products which you are consuming, you are wearing, everything from whom you know, what is the source of learning? Advertisements. Some advertisements are really creative. Some students can be enjoyed. For example, that is the very old age, very famous advertisement of Complan Horlicks. Naan valargirena mummy, illa nanu valaram. Okay. So that advertisement, whenever you see Horlicks or Complan, that advertisement comes to your mind and people purchase it and consume it. Whether it is really genuine, that's a different thing. Okay. But simply we go and purchase it. The breakfast you eat, advertisement tells you what type of breakfast you have to eat, which is very healthy, whether it is scientifically proved or not, no one bothers. Okay, we take this and see everything from your birth to death, we can call. Because even nowadays, the so-called service industry, that is hospitals, doctors, that too you can see on advertisement, which is the best hospital. That is, parents seek that hospitals. They go to that hospitals. So everything is totally dominated by this advertisement industry. But of course, it has more merits also. No doubt in it. Because when you select a school for your kid, your advertisement tells you which school is the best. Your school, your dress, which dress you have to wear, which stationery and where you have to buy, that too decides by an advertisement. Which shoe you have to purchase, that too. Even including a pen. That is, in those days, in my college days, the pen Rotomac. The pen is called Rotomac. And the very famous tagline, "Likhte likhte love ho jaye." Okay. These are all the taglines used by that brand ambassadors. Your pen, your uniform, your, that is a verse, even your inners, everything decides by advertisements. See, actually, the very definition of advertisement is what a company does. They want to sell off their product. They want to sell off their product through advertisement. They are creating advertisement in such a way that that could attract the public, so that the public can purchase it. It has got catchy lines, right? So it attracts the public, it pulls the public, it drags the attention of public, so that they purchase it. And without advertisement also, it is rather difficult to know that what product is available in the market. Of course, we can't deny the fact. So many products are pouring into the market. All the companies, what they do, they give advertisement. See, for your information, advertisement is the backbone of business. Without advertisement, you cannot make your product sellable. Because of the stiff competition in the market, every company is trying its level best to launch their product. So that is how they sell their product. Through advertisement, they attract the attention of customers, so that they want to sell their product. And the another one advantage is, particularly for job aspirants, the very important source of advertisement is newspapers. In any newspapers, you can find some space is specially allotted for classifieds, in which all the companies are offering jobs to candidates. Whether it is national level, in overseas opportunities, all the opportunities, all the jobs. For example, if you go through opportunities supplement in Hindu and Ascent supplement in the Times of India, there you can find so many job opportunities which they have published in a reputed newspapers, and this is one of the very it is a very nice thing. So these that is the job aspirants, they can come to know that how many companies are offering jobs, what are the vacancies, and all type of job vacancies. It is a very good source. The newspapers and magazines are some magazines are good source of job opportunities, so that the candidate may know that how many types of jobs are available, how to apply, and everything is given. This is one thing. And another one thing is that we can come to know the quality of product and the ranges of products one can come across by seeing the advertisements. So it is well and good. These are all the uses of advertisement. On the other hand, what are the abuses of advertisements? The abuses means, all the television programs and medias, social medias, WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook, and all the TV programs and everything, they are run by advertisement agencies, because the companies are, they are giving money to the channels, and they keep on disturbing the audience. Whenever there is a program is on the run, and in the middle the advertisement comes, this is sometimes very irritating, and particularly even in theaters too, because when you are at home you can change a channel, but when you are in a theater, in all the doors are closed, you have to sit and you have to observe the advertisement. So it is one kind of, sometimes it causes irritation, but it is a very good source for their companies, so that they can get more customers. And sometimes, it is very irritating, and sometimes, it is a time consuming one also. Sometimes it distracts the attention of audience. For example, if you look at any important sites in the internet, that immediately that ad comes, and usually what happens, students may get distracted. So these type of disturbances are there. This is one thing. First thing is, it distracts the attention of the students. And another one thing is that in our nation, generally our people take cine stars as the role models, unfortunately. And these secrets, by knowing these secret, all the corporate world, what they do, they uses these cine stars as their brand ambassadors to flourish their business, to improve their business. And our people also, that is, blindly believes our cine stars. When they give advertisement for a particular product, without knowing that whether it is good or bad, they purchase it and they consume it, they use it. And the very saddening thing is that they hardly know whether it is really beneficial, whether it is good for health or not. They don't bother about it, because the brand ambassador is my hero, so I purchase it. And dear student, you know the facts. Brand ambassadors, they are gaining money in crores. For a single product, the company is, giving them 4 to 5 crores. It goes up to 10 to 12 crores per annum. They are getting money in crores, and simply, they are launching a product. Sometimes they themselves do not know whether it is good or bad, and our people become victim of those products. That's a very, really, saddening thing regarding advertisements. And another one thing is that all these advertisements makes our life artificial. That means we are giving money. When you purchase a product, they are stealthily taking away your money from your packet, including the money they are paying to their brand ambassadors. That we do not. Because we simply, we simply look at the product. We are not looking at the product. We are looking at a wrapper. we are looking at the brand ambassador that who is advertising that product, and we simply purchase it. This is one thing. And the second thing is that nowadays actors, particularly women, they use young women and girls as their brand ambassadors. That too with minimum clothes, they appear in an advertisement. It is really, it is very irritating to see, and it's really, distract the attention of a younger generation. It is not fair. If you see any advertisement in a television, no advertisement you can see without a young girl. I don't know what is their intention, but it is not, that is, I am not against, women and all those things, but how they use women, it's, really matter of debate. That you try to understand that what is the real intention of advertisement agencies. And another one thing is, these advertisements taking away from a traditional life method. For example, that is the advertisement, the corporate world claims that this food is genuine, this food is good. How far it is authentic? See, our ancestors used neem stick for their teeth, and their gum and teeth is still, they are very strong. But how far can you say that all the paste, that is the toothpaste available in the market, are genuine and healthy? On what basis? Are they really scientifically proved? Are they really genuine? No. And another one thing is that the whole world accepts, according to that is WHO and other studies, they say that Italy is one of the best breakfast in the world. But if you look at the advertisement, what they say, they are telling this product is good for health, this product is good for health, right? But our Tamil Nadu food, Italy is the best dish in the world for breakfast. And we are consuming various fruit drinks and all the fruity and that is various food. But what the researcher says, red guava is the best fruit in the world. And under the hallucination or under the illusion of these advertisements, we have forgotten all our traditional foods and habits, and we are running behind all those advertisements. And very saddening is that in some television channels, even the advertisement for alcohol is given without any hesitation. And advertisement for cigarette, that too it is injurious to health. And very shameful to say that in some channels you can come across advertisement for contraceptives. Is it really shameful? And sometimes it is very embarrassing. So these are all the disadvantages of that. Of course, advertisement industries is booming. They are prospering. But students, you must know what is good and what is bad. What is genuine and what is not genuine. If you realize that, you can find out what is a good advertisement, what is a bad advertisement. Whether it is good to you or bad to you. Okay, so if you have any doubts or if you have any your personal comments, you can share to me. Okay.